The role of the observer. Have you ever truly considered the act of looking? I mean, really considered it. You look at a tree, and you think the process is simple. Light bounces off the tree, enters your eyes, signals go to your brain, and voila! You see a tree. You are the observer, and the tree is the observed. A clean, simple separation. But what if I told you that this separation is the greatest illusion of all? What if, at the most fundamental level of reality, the act of observation is not a passive reception of information, but an act of creation? Welcome. Today, we are going on a journey to the very edges of science and mysticism to explore one of the most profound and magical concepts in existence, the role of the observer. And by the end of this, you may never look at yourself or the world in the same way again. Let's start with a thought experiment. Imagine a vast, dark, silent ocean. This ocean isn't made of water, but of pure, unmanifested potential. It's a soup of all possibilities. In this ocean, nothing has a definite form, a definite location, a definite anything. It is the realm of maybes. This is not just a poetic metaphor. This is what our most advanced physics suggests the underlying fabric of reality is like at the quantum scale. A realm of waves, of probabilities, of shimmering potential. An electron isn't a tiny solid ball orbiting an atom. It exists as a cloud of possibility, a probability wave, until the moment it is observed. And what is this magical act that forces this ghostly wave of maybe to collapse into a solid point of here? What transforms the potential into the actual, the observer? This isn't just about electrons in a lab. This is a principle. It suggests that the universe, in its raw, fundamental state, is unformed. It's a cosmic symphony, waiting for a conductor, a block of marble waiting for a sculptor. And you, your consciousness, are that sculptor. Think about that for a moment. The very solidity of the world you perceive, the chair you're sitting on, the screen you're watching, the sound of my voice, achieves its concrete reality because you are there to perceive it. Without an observer, does the tree falling in the forest make a sound? The ancient Zen koan takes on a terrifyingly literal new meaning. Without an observer, there may be no tree to fall and no forest for it to happen in. There is only the silent, dark ocean of potential. This is where our classical, comfortable view of the universe shatters. We are not tiny, insignificant beings in a vast, pre-existing machine. We are integral, vital components of the machine itself. Our gaze is what brings the machine to life. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but that's for tiny quantum particles. That doesn't apply to my everyday life. But does the principle truly have a size limit? If the foundation of your house is made of quantum material, and the foundation is probabilistic and observer-dependent, then what does that say about the entire structure? The mystics and sages of old have been whispering this truth for millennia. They didn't have particle accelerators, but they had deep introspective meditation. They journeyed inward and discovered the same cosmic secret, the Hindu concept of Maya, the world as illusion, the Buddhist teaching that reality is empty of inherent independent existence. What were they pointing to? They were pointing to the fact that the world we experience is a co-creation. It arises in the relationship between our consciousness and the unmanifested field of potential. Your senses are not just windows. They are tools of manifestation. Your sight crystallizes light. Your hearing gives form to vibration. Your touch defines a boundary where you end and the world begins. But that boundary is a conversation, not a wall. So, what does this mean for you, right now, today? It means that your reality is not a fixed, unchangeable script you are forced to live out. It is a fluid, dynamic, and participatory dance. Your attention is your most powerful tool. Where you place your attention, you are, quite literally, compelling a specific reality to manifest from the infinite sea of possibilities. When you focus on anger and frustration, you are collapsing that wave function. You are making a reality of anger and frustration. When you focus on beauty, on love, on possibility, you are conducting the universe to orchestrate that version of events. This is the real law of attraction. It's not about magically visualizing a sports car into your driveway. It's a much deeper, more profound principle. It's about understanding that your conscious and subconscious expectations, your beliefs, and your focused attention are all forms of observation. They are all acts of creation, constantly shaping the probabilistic field around you. We are all artists, but we've forgotten that we hold the brush. We think we are just the canvas. Now, let's take this into the future. If this is true, what are the implications? They are staggering. Imagine future technologies not based on forcing matter to obey, but on collaborating with the probabilistic field. Architecture that responds to the mood of its inhabitants. Interfaces that are controlled not by touch, but by the focused intention of the observer. A world where we understand that healing isn't just about chemicals, but about shifting the observer effect within the body's own quantum field. We could become a civilization that has finally learned the language of the universe. Not the language of force, but the language of participation. A civilization of conscious co-creators. But this future requires a profound shift in our identity. We must shed the old skin of being mere biological robots, accidental specks in a meaningless cosmos. We must embrace our true role as luminous nodes of consciousness, without which the universe would remain a sleeping, silent potential. You are the universe's way of waking up. You are the universe observing itself. So, I invite you to conduct an experiment. For the next 24 hours, I want you to play with this idea. Observe your observer. When you walk down the street, don't just see buildings and cars. Recognize that your gaze is, in a very real sense, helping to hold them in their particular form. When you talk to a friend, understand that you are not just interacting with a static person, but with a fluid, dynamic field of potential that is being shaped by their observation of you and your observation of them. Your relationship is a sacred, collaborative art project. Notice where you place your attention. Are you focusing on the problems, the limitations, the fears, or are you focusing on the solutions, the beauty, the moments of connection? You are not just a passenger noting the scenery. You are the driver, choosing the destination with every single thought, with every single glance. This is not a call for irresponsible positivity. It is a call for conscious, participatory responsibility. You are far more powerful than you have been led to believe. The role of the observer is the great secret at the heart of science and spirit. It is the bridge between the seen and the unseen, the known and the unknowable. It reveals a universe that is not cold and mechanical, but alive, responsive, and deeply, magically intertwined with the consciousness that perceives it. You are not a stranger in a strange land. You are a creator in a field of endless creation. The dark, silent ocean of potential has been waiting for you all along to make it sing. If this journey resonated with you, if it sparked something inside, then please help this message reach other observers. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and join the conversation in the comments below. I am endlessly fascinated by your perspectives, your experiences. Tell me, what does the role of the observer mean to you? And if you want to go even deeper down this rabbit hole, to explore the holographic nature of reality, the science behind consciousness, and how all of this connects to a multiverse of infinite possibilities, you can check out my book, Holographic Multiverse. It's a full-length exploration of these very ideas. The link is in the description below. Thank you for watching. Thank you for observing. And remember, by the very act of you being here, consciously aware, you are not just watching the universe unfold. You are helping to write the story.